Good morning, beta. Open your camera, Dhruv. Such nice logos you've put, huh? Dhruv Kumar, Anav Gangwar. Open your camera, students. Come on, hurry up. Let's begin the class. Gauransh Mittal. Is that a new student? Gauransh Mittal. Who is it? Let me see your face. Gauransh is a new student, children. Yes, Gauransh, are you a new student?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so you had French before class 8?
No, ma'am.
No, never. Okay. All right. So I've made your class list, children. Is that correct? Or I haven't made? Did I take your names to make the French students list?
No, ma'am, this is our first class.
This is your first class with me. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me make the list first and then we'll begin.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning. Anav Gangwar. Anav Gangwar, are you also a new student?
No, ma'am. I was earlier, and ma'am, I was having French also.
So why don't I remember your face, Anav? Or it's that you're attending your online class for the first time?
No, ma'am. I attend regularly.
Oh my god, then something is wrong with my memory, I guess. Okay, so please call out your names. Let's begin with Anav Gangwar only. Anav Gangwar, next.
Ma'am, Dhruv Kumar.
Dhruv Kumar, next.
मैम शिखर
Shikhar. Then, Shikhar, are you Nandini's brother? Studying in fourth
Yes, ma'am.
class? Okay. Then we have, after Shikhar,
Ma'am, that's my
Anvi Gangwar. Anvi, can you please open your camera and show me your face?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Daksh Bhardwaj, Anvi Gangwar, Agam Agarwal. Who is this Agam Agarwal? Let me just see. Okay, Anvi. Then Agam Agarwal. All right. And now we have Gauransh Mittal. Gauransh Mittal. All right. So altogether we have 7 students here. Anav, Dhruv, Shikhar, Anvi, Daksh, Agam, and Gauransh. Now, who is Dhairya Agarwal? I can see somebody Dhairya. Who is it?
Ma'am, Agam Agarwal has changed his name.
So it's not Agam, it's Dhairya. All right. All of you've got your French books.
ma'am.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you
Yes,
ma'am? Can you just show the book?
All right. That's on the page of your book. Class 8. So we in class 8 we have the second version. Okay.
Ma'am, the bookseller didn't give this book to me.
The bookseller did not give this book.
Ma'am, in the
Yes.
list it was written same as last year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, also don't get this book.
Beta, in class 8, we have another version. Till class 7th, we followed one book. In class 6th and class 7th, we had the same book, right?
Ma'am, please see.
Yes. Now Shikhar has the correct book. How come? How come he has the correct one? Where did you get it from, Shikhar?
Ma'am, from Saraswati Sudan.
So how come he gave it to you and not to other students?
Ma'am, that I don't know.
See, even he's got, I don't know what confusion was there. For class 7th, the 7th were told not to buy any new book because they already have the book of class 6th. But class 8 students had to buy this one. You people are supposed to buy this new book. Okay? So what
Ma'am,
are-
ma'am,
But
I
there was
think
in the book set.
it was, yes, earlier, initially it was short. The book was short. So it wasn't kept there in the book set. Now what I'll do is I'll share the PDF with you children. The PDF of this chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think that ma'am, I have buy book, ma'am, so earlier, ma'am. That's why, ma'am, the book would not be printed. That's why he didn't give the book.
Okay, beta. Now all of you check your class group. You've got this chapter, no worries. To begin with, we can just take the help of this PDF, right? Open up the PDF, I'll read it out and explain you the meaning. Now this is what the first chapter, lesson 0, is exactly like the chapter we did in class 6th, lesson 0. That chapter's name was Vous connaissez la France, isn't it? You remember? How many of you remember? Nobody remembers.
Oh, ma'am, I remember. Ma'am,
Yes.
that chapter was, ma'am, regarding the French and French culture.
Yes, about the country France and its culture, about the famous things of France. Now, Goranj, since beta you've not done French before, and for the past 2 years, the school has been doing. These students have been learning French, so this is going to be a little difficult for you to cope up. See, I'm saying this that because it's a fact, because you have chosen French, something that you have not done before, beta. Taking any other language, learning a new language is all together. It has to start from the basics. But you have missed the basics. And apart from the basics, the 2 years study that these students have done. Goranj, please open your camera. While I'm talking to any particular student, I want that student to open his or her camera. Clear, Goranj? You understand what I say?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to be very particular. You have to be very sincere about what we are going to study now. Clear? So all
Yes,
of you, what you have to do, like always, like you've been doing in the past, you have to make one copy. And in that one copy, you're going to write each and everything, whatever I speak in class as your notes or whatever I write on the board, and all the exercises of the book and everything. The translation you're supposed to do in that one copy. So now we begin. The good part is that you are going to start in 8th class. We have this chapter again, which is related to the beginning of learning French language. Now this chapter tells us, this chapter takes us or provides us, helps us with the journey of the country France. In this chapter, we are going to learn all the famous things, everything, the basics of the country France, history, geography, the famous things. So let's begin with the name. Now, how you're going to write in your copy, everybody write down the chapter's name and then the translation, what the meaning of this title is, and the pronunciation. These two things you have to write. The pronunciation and the translation. So everybody just get ready by writing today's date, write down chapter name, and then un coup d'oeil sur la France. Now, what does that mean? Un coup. Un coup d'oeil. OEIL means eye. R-I. If we talk about one eye, we call it oi. So, un coup d'oeil means a glance. A glance, a look, a quick look at something. A glance on France. Everybody write it down.
Ma'am, can you just Pardon?
The meaning of the chapter is a glance on France. Sur. Now, S-U-R. What does sur mean? Sur is a preposition which means on. A look on France. A quick look. What is a glance? Have you come across this word in English?
Yes, ma'am.
Glance means a quick look. So let's take a quick look on the country France. Now there is one rule, Gauransh, that we follow in while speaking, while pronouncing different words in French. Now what that rule is, whatever consonant falls in the end. Now English alphabets, we have vowels and consonants. So what are consonants? Like B, D, T, P, L, M, these are what consonants. So whenever a consonant lies at the end of any word, we do not give it its sound. Like for example, here in the word C-O-U-P, we are not saying coop. Why? Because we have to keep P silent in the end. It's a consonant that is coming in the end. So we just do not give it its sound. That is why we say un coup d'oeil sur la France. If it's clear, if all of you have written, show me a thumbs up so that I can move ahead.
Ma'am, please
Ma'am.
tell the translation of the chapter again.
A quick look or a glance on France. Now, let's study about the location of France, where it is located. France, or l'Hexagone, is located on the European continent and is bordered by 8 countries. Now, earlier also we studied, in class 6th, we studied that France, the shape of the country France is like a hexagon. Hexagon, it is 6-dimensional in shape. So that is why this country is known by another name, or we can say the synonym of France is l'Hexagone. Why? Because hexagon, what is a hexagon? It is a 6-dimensional in shape. That is why France is also called l'Hexagone. Now it is located on the European continent and it is bordered by 8 countries. So what those 8 countries, which those 8 countries are? The countries are Belgium, Germany, Luxembourg, Italy, Switzerland, Monaco, Andorra, and Spain. So all these countries surround the country France. Then, le drapeau français. Now, what is drapeau? Drapeau means flag. The flag, and français stands for French. So, Gauransh, you need to write one more new rule. Whenever we talk about the nationality of anything, any person, any object, like here we are talking about the flag, which is which flag? French flag. So we put the nationality or this adjective. French here is what? If I say, see, look up in the chat box. If I say an Indian girl, right? So what is adjective here in this sentence? The adjective is something that is describing the girl. Now, which word here is describing the girl? Indian.
Ma'am, Indian.
Ma'am, Indian.
Right? Indian is describing. But according to English language, what we do is we put this adjective before the noun. That is why we call it an Indian girl. Girl is the noun, and we have to place the adjective before the noun according to English language. But in French, it is slightly different. Whenever we talk about any color of any object, or whenever we talk about any nationality, we put the nationality after the noun. That is why here, when we say French flag, we call it le drapeau français, the flag French. Clear, Goranj?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now suppose we want to say Indian flag. What are we going to say? Indian is Indian. I have written in the chat box Indian. So for Indian flag, I'm going to write le drapeau Indien. Clear? The Indian flag. Everybody, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
All right. So here, now what is le drapeau français? What all
Ma'am,
colors
it's a
are-
flag of France.
The French flag has 3 colors. Now,
Ma'am, blue, white, and red.
okay, so what are these colors in French language? Can I please know? What are these colors in French?
Blue,
Ma'am,
blanc, rouge.
Blue,
Ma'am,
rose.
blue, blanc, and rouge.
Very nice. Bleu. It's not blue. Never. It's never blue. It's bleu. Bleu, blanc,
Blanc.
et rouge. Write down the colors. Bleu, blanc, et rouge. And also, Dhruv, you can add on one thing here after the flag. It is known as tricolor, tricolor. Okay, so what is tricolor in French? That's tricolor. Whose name did I take? Did I say Goransh or I said something else?
Ma'am, Dhruv.
I meant Goransh. Goransh, please add this thing. Just write it's tricolor. The French
Yes, ma'am.
flag. Then after that, let's come on to the capital of France. All of us know the capital of France is Paris.
Paris.
Yes. Now, how do we say it? La capitale. La capitale. Now, what is la capitale? The capital. The la France of France. The capital of France. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering that what is this la every time, Goranj? Is it coming to your mind, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So see, la and la. We have words like le, then we have la, and we have les. So all of them stand for the article, the definite article the. I'm writing in the chat box. See from there and write it as it is in your copy. La, and le. 3 of them stand for the. Now, what the difference is? In English, we've just got one the. Wherever we want to use, we use the. But in French, it is not so. Why? Because everything is discriminated in genders in French. Like, for example, we have in Hindi, when we talk about any object, anything, we have assigned genders to every noun. Like, टेबल चेयर, टेबल रखी है, चेयर पड़ी है, फ्रिज रखा है, पेन गिर गया. So what is it? Why can't we just talk about everything in neuter gender like we do in English? In English, only human beings have got gender, right? Rest everything in English is neuter gender, table, chair, bed, fan, everything. But in Hindi, it is not so. We have genders. Similarly, in French, for everything, we have a gender. Now, suppose I want to say the pen. The pen in French would be pen is called a stylo. The pen becomes le stylo. Why? Because stylo, the pen in French language is masculine gender. So just write it in bracket. Le comes before masculine nouns. Okay, what does le stand for, Goranch? Le stands for what?
Ma'am, masculine noun.
No, le stands for the. And where does it come? Le comes before masculine nouns. Like for example, now we have certain things that come under masculine gender. Like for example, stylo. Stylo is what? Pen. Then we have livre. Children, come on, hurry up and give me other examples of masculine nouns. All of you will have to give one example each. Yes. Shall I take your names?
Ma'am, like cool.
École. Daksh, école is feminine gender. Next, I'm talking about livre. What is livre? Livre is book. Book is what? Masculine gender. Shikhar, hurry up and give me one example. Turn the pages of your book, beta. You can even open your old book. Hurry up. Jour. Jour is what? Day.
Ma'am, la crayon.
Very nice. Crayon. Crayon is what? Pencil.
Masculine.
Very nice. Pen I have written. Book I have written. Jour I have written.
Ma'am,
Crayon.
Perry.
Yes, Shikhar?
Perry.
Sorry, one more time.
Ma'am, Perry.
Spell it.
Ma'am, I'm writing in chat box.
Don't write in the chat box, beta. Let me just write there so that he doesn't get confused. Goranch.
Ma'am, la camouflage. Ma'am, fromage.
Fromage. All right. Very nice. Fromage. Now,
Ma'am,
fromage.
bonbon.
Fromage is what? Fromage is cheese.
Cheese.
Pear.
Ma'am, bonbon.
Pear is what? Pear is father. Father is again
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
Masculine gender. So, bonbon. Bonbon is sweet. Any toffee or sweet is called a bonbon. Then we have these drapeau. Like for example, we just came across this word drapeau, Goranch, isn't it? So, we have all these masculine, all these nouns which fall under masculine gender. So if we have to use the before it, if we want to say the cheese, the father, the day, the pencil, we put le before it. Now when we come to the feminine gender, for feminine, we put la. So here la comes before. Now next thing that you're going to write is la comes before feminine nouns. Here, now children, come on, hurry up and give me few examples of feminine nouns. Fee, starting with the first. Very nice.
Ma'am, like cool.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
madame. Ma'am, madame.
madame or madame. What is the
Yes,
correct
ma'am.
pronunciation?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
equal.
Ma'am,
madame.
flew. Ma'am, flew.
Ma'am, madame.
École, very nice. École is school. Then next, madame, mère, école, fille,
Ma'am, dodo.
Ma'am, fleur.
no, yes,
Ma'am, fleur.
fleur, F-L-E-U-R, very nice. Fleur is what? Flower. Then any other example?
Ma'am, glaze.
Glass, very nice. Glass is what? Ice cream.
Ma'am, ice cream.
Then any other example? Mare, I have already.
Ma'am, gom.
Ma'am,
Yes,
hippo.
Ma'am, gom.
gom, very nice. Gom is what? What is
Phrase.
What is gomme? Eraser. Very nice. Fraise is a very good example. Fraise is what?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. So we have all these words, different words that are feminine in gender. So if we have to use the before them, what do we use? What will we use, Goranj? What are we going to use?
Ma'am, la.
Very nice. La. So when we speak la and la, we have to be very clear in our pronunciation. Okay? We have to bring that difference in our pronunciation so that it becomes very obvious that which gender the noun belongs to. Clear? Now, what is lay? Whenever we talk about these masculine or these feminine things in plural, whenever we talk about these things in plural, whether it is masculine noun or it is feminine noun, we use lay before it. Suppose I want to say the pens, I will say le stilo. Suppose I want to say the girls, I will say le fi. If I want to say the ice creams, I will say le glass. If I want to say the pencils, I will say le crayon. So whether the noun is masculine or feminine, we do not care about it till it is in plural, till the number is more than 1. We will not care about as to what article is to be put before it. Since it is in plural, we have to put lay, we have to place lay before it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Goransh, is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now write everything that I have written here, and then we'll move ahead. Shashank Gangwar, can you please open your camera and show me your face? Shashank Gangwar. All right. Shashank, are you a new student?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh my God. Even you're a new student. Beta, you've studied French before? Yes. Shashank. Beta, have you studied French before? Or is it for the first time that you're studying?
No, ma'am.
You've studied it
Yes,
before?
ma'am.
Okay, you're studying for the first time. All right. So,
No,
beta,
ma'am.
speak the whole sentence. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. से कुछ relate नहीं हो रहा.
Ma'am, I have not studied French before the
You have
schools.
not studied in any school. So, beta, you've joined the class late also. You didn't join it in the beginning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, you should have been on time, no? Now, I don't know where you joined from. Did you listen to the masculine and the feminine part that we are doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And did you,
Yes, ma'am.
were you there when I was talking about the French flag, the nationality, the adjective where it has to be placed?
Ma'am, I could not understand why this because I have not studied the French, so I could not know that.
Okay, you've not, but you were there while I was talking about the French flag. Were you there in the class?
Ma'am, I can join at that time.
You had just joined. Okay. So when we talk about, have you
Yes,
written all this? Have you written about all this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me revise that point once again. See, open up the PDF that I have sent on the class group. You've got
Ma'am,
your
I
French.
can open.
You have opened it already?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now see,
Yes, ma'am.
the first thing that is given in this chapter, the name of the chapter is Un coup d'œil sur la France. So that means a glance or a quick look on France, on the country France. We are going to study about the main features of France. Now, the first thing that they tell us about the country is about its location. First of all, the shape of France is related to, has been compared to a hexagon. Why? Because it is 6-dimensional in shape. So that is why the other name of France is L'Hexagon, because it is 6-dimensional in shape. Then the second thing that they tell us about the country France is that it is bordered or it is surrounded by 8 countries. In that green block, they have given the names of those 8 countries. Then, talking about Le Drapeau Français. Now, what is the Le Drapeau Français? Le Drapeau means the flag. Now, which flag are we talking about? We're talking about the French flag. Now, French is what here? French is the nationality. So, according to the French language rule, whenever we talk about nationality, nationality is what here? It is an adjective. So, whenever the adjective is about nationality, we always place it after the noun. Like suppose in English language, we say Indian flag, French flag. But in French language, we say flag French. Le drapeau French. Le drapeau Indien. Right? Just write it down. So that is why we have written here Le drapeau français. The French flag. Sorry, the flag French. But how we are going to translate it? If anybody asks you what is the translation of Le Drapeau Français, you will not say the flag French. You will translate it correctly. Is that clear? You will say the French
Yes,
flag.
ma'am.
Now, what is this French flag? It is a tricolored flag. Like our Indian flag, it is also tricolor. And the colors are bleu, blanc, rouge. Bleu stands for blue, blanc stands for white, and rouge stands for red color. Clear? Then, La capitale de la France. Now, what is the capital of France? The capital of France is Paris.
Paris.
Yes. So, how do we say it? La capitale. Now, see, because we have la before the word capital, that means capital is what? According to French language, it is feminine in gender. That is why they have placed la before it. Clear? This is what we studied right now. La, and le. The difference between the 3 of them. So, la capitale de la France. Now, the stands for of. The capital of France. Now, why have we put la before the country name? We don't say the capital of the France, but why have we put la before the country name? This is another rule that whenever we speak of countries in French language, we always put definite article before them. Clear to Shashank and the other one, Goranch?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, La capitale de la France. What is the capital? It's Paris. Then we have, after it we have La Fête Nationale. Now what is La Fête Nationale? That's the national day. What is the national day of France? That's 14th July. Juillet stands for July. And 14. What do we say 14 in French, Daksh? What is number 14 in French?
Ma'am, I know 4, ma'am. Ma'am, we said 4 quatre and 10.
Ma'am, may I tell?
Yes, Dhruv.
Ma'am, 14.
Very nice. It's 14. Le 14 juillet. That is 14th of July. Then the next is l'hymne national. Now, what is l'hymne national? The national anthem. What is the national anthem of France? That's La Marseillaise. Everybody just write down the pronunciation. How do we pronounce this word? It is not easy to pronounce. First of all, l'hymne national. L'hymne. H remains silent. So it becomes l'hymne national, the national anthem. The name of the national anthem is La Marseillaise. Double L is always silent in wherever double L appears. It is silent. Now, children, when you study French language, you will see that there is a lot of difference in the pronunciation of words. It is pronounced altogether differently. So don't mix the pronunciation of English and French. Clear? Have you all written till here? Now what you have to do is, today we are going to do till here only. Everybody has to watch this video again to revise it, and in the next class I am going to begin the class with today's basics. Clear? Whatever is done today will be continued in the next class. I'm going to ask each one of you. And till here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've just learned 4 things today. That is Le Drapeau Français, Capitale de la France, La Fête Nationale, and L'Hymne National. You have to learn all this by heart along with the pronunciation. Clear? Yes? Show me a thumbs up, children.
Ma'am, we have to write alphabets in copy. Ma'am, French
Not
alphabet.
today, not today. Till here, from the title of the chapter till the national anthem, you have to write everything.
Ma'am, written.
Yes, you have to write it in French
And
also. You have to translate it in English also. And the difficult words, you have to write the pronunciation also. Clear to all of you?
ma'am, the things you have sent on chat box, that also I have written.
Yes, wonderful. All the things in the chat box have to be written. Clear? So, bye for now. Let's end this class here. Get ready for your next class. Any confusion to anyone? Anybody
ma'am.
wants to know anything? New students, any doubt to you?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, what we call SON, sun in French?
Sun. Le fi. F-I-L-S. Le fi. All right, so let's end the class here. See you next week, children.